Right, so today is a bit of a strange day. It is a Thursday. I'm not at work, which is nice. First day off I've had for probably a year and a half, best part of. And it's also strange because I'm not working on the Morris today. I'm working on the Midget. I've bought some door locks. So I don't know if anyone's noticed. The door locks I've got on there at the moment, A, don't fit very well, and B, I don't have keys for them. If I lock the driver's door, it's almost impossible to unlock it. So I think it's about £56 from Chase MG, approved MG Owners Club supplier. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I've moved the MG over a bit so that I can open the door without scratching the wall. And so first thing I've got to do is a screw in the winder handle. There should be two screws in the pull strap, but I only have one. So that screw to come out, and then there's one screw there, and there's normally two screws up there, but my driver's side doesn't have any. So let me pull them off and I'll show you the inner workings. Oh, before I do, the window needs to be up because you need to have access to both sides. So that's now the stripped door card. I'll put everything on the floor together. When you take the door handle off, there is that ring there which I dropped on the floor. Just don't do that because it means you've got to crawl under the car to get it back out. And the rest of the door card is held on by some little poppers. It's just a case of pulling them off. There we go, like that. There's these metal clips you can see here. That's all they are. So I'll put the door card to one side. I'm not too bothered about the door card. You can see the condition of it. It needs replacing really. So inside my door, you can see previous owner has undersealed it. I don't think it was me who did that. And then I'm not sure if you can actually see it in the camera. Just it's that there. That is the door lock. You can actually reach it with your hand. I'm going to need two hands to hold the outside while I undo the inside. I'm hoping I haven't got to take the window out and the window regulator. I'm hoping all of this isn't in the way. If it is, then I'll have to remove it all, but fingers crossed I don't need to. So yeah, next thing I'm going to take that old lock out, which has never worked. I haven't even got keys for it. And we'll see if we can feed the new one in. Right, so I've had to take out like the inside door handle pivot, which is that bit there. There's three screws, one in there, one there, one there, and the actual latch on the back of the door, which again, three screws in those three holes. Now unfortunately that hasn't actually given me enough room. I've managed to get the lock in, and but I can't actually get my hand up there, get anything on it to tighten anything up. So because this is in the way, which is the window regulator, so I'm hoping I haven't got to take the whole thing out. I'm going to undo these four screws here, these four here, and hope that I can just get another inch or so clearance there. If not, then I'm going to have to take the entire window out, which I really don't want to do. I remember putting it all back. I remember putting it all in, and it was about 2 hours each side. Granted, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but yeah, fingers crossed. Right, good news. So those four bolts, and I actually I wound the regulator down, and the window stayed where it was. And what I've been able to do now, once this sort of centre plate gets to here, you can actually lift the window up higher than where it's supposed to be, and it's given me plenty of access for the lock. So I'm going to give it another go with it like that. Right, so once all of that is removed, fitting the lock is actually a piece of cake. If I grab my key, you can see now, is working absolutely fine. If you can see up inside the door, probably a bit dark to be honest. You can sort of make it out there. And so basically what you've got is this lock. That fork there sits on, it works on, oh there it is, that pin there to lock and unlock the car. And the way this works, if I empty that bag, there we are. So that plate goes over, put the lock through the hole in the door, plate sits over there like that, and then this C-shape plate sits over the groove there, and then that's the wrong way around, that way, there we are. And then you can access the two flats on these threaded bars, if you can make them out on there, and you basically wind it in until the studs are pressing against that washer like so, which then just holds this tight into the door. So very simple. Typical British engineering, things like that do tend to be quite simple. So what I've got to do now is put all that lot back together, put the door card and everything back on, hope and pray it works. Right, so I've put the latch on, and the pin that I mentioned earlier that sticks out the back, you must make sure it lines up with that fork, because I didn't just now and I had all sorts of problems, had to put it all apart again. So just to test it now, this door never has shut properly, probably partly actually because of the window, but never mind. Right, so we are obviously unlocked, key in, that's locked. Turn the key the other way, we're unlocked. Yay, I can now lock the car, leave it places and not have to worry so much about it. This is in next, and just below this square here, about there, there is a little cutout for that there, so sort of fits in like that, there we are. Well, falls down, but get the idea. 3 screws to go in there. Alright, so door cards all back together. All that's left then is put the handle on there, put the one screw in for that handle, and the window winder, which I'm now covered in grease as I was using it to put the window up and down. Alright, there we go. The lock is in the door, so there's not much room here. And careful, that's unlocked. And if I do that, we're locked. Go there. We're unlocked. What was that? Thank you very much for watching. As always, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll catch you next time.